Suluhu was born in the Sultanate of Zanzibar on the 27th of January 1960 to a teacher and his wife. 4 years later, Zanzibar unified with Tanganyika to form the nation of Tanzania. She completed her secondary education in 1977 and she began working as an office clerk. She married agriculturalist Hafid Amer the following year. Together they had 3 sons and 1 daughter. Their daughter Wanu Hafid Amer, born 1982, the couple's second child, went on to become a member of the Zanzibar House of Representatives. Suluhu pursued a number of short courses on a part-time basis. In 1986, she graduated from the Institute of Development Management, present-day Mzumbe University, with an advanced diploma in public administration. Between 1992 and 1994, she attended the University of Manchester and earned a postgraduate diploma in E. She later obtained her MSc in Community Economic Development in 2015 via a joint program between the Open University of Tanzania. In 2000, Suluhu became a special seat member of the Zanzibar House of Representatives with the Chama Cha Mapinduzi (CCM) party, where she was appointed Zanzibar's Minister for Youth Employment, Women, and Children. While in this position, she ended the prohibition on new mothers returning to school. She was the only high-ranking woman minister in the cabinet and was treated less seriously by her male colleagues because she was a woman. 8. She was re-elected in 2005 and was appointed as Minister for Tourism and Trade Investment. In 2010, Suluhu sought election to the National Assembly, standing in the parliamentary constituency of Makunduchi and winning by more than 80%. President Jakaya Kikwete appointed her as the Minister of State for Union Affairs. In 2014, she was elected as the vice-chairperson of the Constituent Assembly, tasked with drafting the country's new constitution. Suluhu was the vice presidential candidate for the CCM in the 2015 general election, along with presidential candidate John Magufuli. She was an unexpected choice, as several more prominent and influential politicians were passed on for the role. She was the first female running mate in the party's history. They won the election, and they were sworn in on the 5th of November 2015. Suluhu became the first female vice president of Tanzania. A dispute emerged between Magufuli and Suluhu in 2016, in which questions of her loyalty were raised. But Suluhu then made public statements in support of Magufuli. Magufuli and Suluhu were re-elected in the 2020 general election, though the victory was called into question after allegations of electoral fraud by independent observers. On the 17th of March 2021, Suluhu announced that Magufuli had died after a long illness. Magufuli had not been seen in public since late February. She was sworn in on the 19th of March 2021 to serve the remainder of his second term. Opposition leaders had expressed concern about a possible vacuum when 18th of March passed without Suluhu being sworn in. Out of public view, there was an effort by factions of the party to prevent her from becoming president, and she was the last of the senior government officials to be briefed on Magufuli's death. 19. Immediately after being sworn in, Suluhu inspected troops at a military parade in her honor. In her first statement as president, she declared 3 weeks of mourning for Magufuli's death. Suluhu chose Minister of Finance Philip Mpango as her vice president. To strengthen her position in the government, she dismissed Magufuli's closest allies, including Bashiru Ali and Palamagamba Kabudi. She also restored the positions of people who had been removed by Magufuli, such as January Makamba, Nepe Nnauye, and Abdul Rahman Kanana. Suluhu expanded her influence over the party by aligning with former President Jakaya Kikwete. Upon her swearing-in, Suluhu became Tanzania's first female president and the second Zanzibari to hold the post after Ali Hassan Mwinyi. She became one of only 2 serving female heads of state in Africa at the time she was sworn in, alongside Ethiopia's Sahle-Work Zewde, who held only a ceremonial role. She was the only female head of government in Africa after she was sworn in.